Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Hey everyone, Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, owner of PutYourselfFirst.com, and founder of Team Power Blast. This episode is fueled by a lot of people that I've had discussions with recently. I think that's usually what the topics are from these podcasts. And this one's about saying goodbye to fat clothing. I think some of us, we get on a health and fitness kick for a while, or we want to start a program, and maybe we're getting some results, but we still hold on to the fat jeans or the big clothing, etc. I think sometimes in fear that, I may get off track and need those someday. But I'm going to challenge you here to stay true to what your goals are and be confident in knowing that you're not going to go and fit into that clothing anymore. The clothing that's way too big for you. As my friend, one of my friends said that clothing was just hanging all over, but she kept wearing it. One of the positive things I think sometimes people do is they're not sure how fit they're going to be, and they want to be at kind of a consistent weight before they go out and buy new clothing. So I can appreciate that. That's what I did once. I waited like a whole year. Clothing just hung on me, and then I went and spent like $1,200 at a department store called Kohl's, and everything's always on sale, so I bought a boatload of clothing. But anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand. I want to help you, blast through some of these roadblocks that sometimes helps us kind of cling to the mindset and getting through fitness plateaus, etc. So let's talk about the plateau. A lot of people talk about I'm struggling, I'm at a plateau with my fitness or my weight loss, or I've got this belly fat or belly pooch. Some of the things you can do just to kind of ramp up the intensity of your workouts, or even the just the intensity and that metabolism effect, is to do add in a couple times a week a high intensity interval training type of workout, or a really intense cardio workout. Something that kind of shifts your body out of that cruise control mentality. Turbo Fire has there's one DVD that you can buy. It's called Greatest Hits, and they're like 15 minutes to 20 minute high intensity where you go full out with a set of exercises, and then you take a little bit of a rest, and it really spikes the heart rate really high, and then you get a little recovery, and then bam, you're back at it again. But those sort of things a couple times a week can really shift your metabolism. Even if you had a program like Insanity, which a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that program all over again. But even just doing the warm-up or going through one of the sets in the series where you're going full out and then a short recovery time and then getting back in there, just a few times a week, that can really, really be a big one. I know for me, sometimes I'll add in just the pure cardio workout from time to time. It's short, effective, and really just ramps up that heart rate a few times. That can be enough to shift some of the plateau effects that people have. The other thing, my other tip, is to just work out smarter and be consistent. I know that 45-minute to an hour workouts, they are phenomenal. But let's face it, a lot of us have really busy lives, and it's really easy to just be totally zonked from the week, and just the thought of doing a long workout is out of the question. So you tend to avoid it, and then you end up getting off track, and then the thought, you gain a little weight, and then you're like, oh my gosh, do I want to get back into the soreness? If you're consistent about it, just doing short, effective workouts, like anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes, whether it's running or swimming or hiking, or, we've got programs that I've done and I've shared with you before. 10-minute trainer, really effective. The T25 is very popular. A lot of people have been coming to me for that this past week. and happens to be on sale right now, so maybe that's the case. But 25-minute workouts, those are something that you can get around and do, and keep the consistency going. Just show up each day. That can bring big changes for you, okay, and can have you donating clothing in a relatively quick amount of time. The other tip is to get your workout done right away in the morning, because life is going to happen. Now, I know you might work shift work and give me an excuse or whatever, but for many people that have the typical work during the day and have other events that happen at night and hope to squeeze in that workout, just get up a half hour earlier, get the 10-minute or 25-minute workout done. You have it done, bam, it's over with. And actually, a lot of times the rest of your day just goes a lot better, because you get that heart rate going. You're a little bit more alert. Even if you're not a morning person, do it. You'll find it. Get the stuff called E&E. It's like energy and endurance. I use it like for my little morning wake up instead of coffee. I know it's for pre-workout formula, but I just take a scoop of that and bam, I'm just kind of alert, ready to go, and let's go hit the workout. So there's a little tip for you there. The other thing is you want to watch your food intake. That's why I have my recommendation, my freebie that I give away called absaremade.com. You can check it out there, and it's just great tips to hone in that eating, getting rid of the crud. I mean, let's say, face it, tracking your food intake, even if just for a couple of weeks, can be a big eye opener. Use one of the free tools out there called MyFitnessPal. I used it for a long time. It's really great. It's simple to use. Track it just for a week or two and see where you're at. 30 days would be ideal, but you'll see big differences and big changes, because you'll see where the areas that you need to work on. There's a lot of other great sites out there and great tools, but that's one I recommend. Water. Drink lots of water throughout the day, at least half of your body weight in ounces. And those sort of things. Watch the sugar intake, get rid of it. Sugar substitutes, that will get rid of a lot of that belly pooch and belly fat and depuff. The other thing, boy, I'm really getting pumped about this, but the other thing that I'm seeing a lot of people notice, where they'll just get rid of that bloating effect in a relatively short amount of time. We have a new program called 3-Day Refresh, kind of like a very short-term cleanse, really calorie restricted, but a lot of people are going, oh my gosh, I'm fitting into clothing I didn't think I could wear last week. They're dropping like right around the 5-pound mark, 4 to 10 pounds, somewhere in there in 3 days, which is pretty remarkable. Then you want to try and keep that going, but you have to eat more food, so you kind of going to get the workouts and stuff in there. But there's a little short-term thing. Give your body a little short-term break and get some great results. We also have the 21-day ultimate reset, and that's a great gentle cleanse program that you'll probably lose about 15 pounds doing that one over 21 days. And that's another one that has people just getting rid of a lot of the toxic stuff in our body that makes us hold on to fat. So I've done it a few times, and so there's a couple of options if you want those tools to do. If you do find yourself getting off track, and I know a lot of people when you're excited to do something, you're really into it, you go for it, life throws you a couple curves, you get off track, and then you get away from it. So one of the things you got to break through is, kind of overcoming that mindset. So you want to, it's really easy to be in a comfort zone and be on autopilot, but, getting over the mindset to get back into it, just set like one goal a week. Make the goal really achievable and doable. That it's kind of to get your body back into motion and get going again. For instance, every time you get up out of your chair at work, you do 5 squats. I mean, that's something you can do, as opposed to saying, "Hey, I'm going to run 5 miles a day." That one might, be a little more challenging to actually, get yourself going. These small goals. After you get back from, a bathroom break or whatever, crank out 5 extra push-ups, you know. If you go to the bathroom 5-6 times a day, and you get back after you're all cleaned up and everything, you've got an extra, 30-40 push-ups that you banged out during the day. Something easy to do like that. So that's an idea. The other thing I think is just getting motivated. Now, motivation, a lot of people are like, hey, help me with motivation. And motivation has to come from you. It has to come from within. But I think you can set yourself up and set up your environment and the things that you have to set yourself up for that motivation. One of the things you can do is, when you wake up in the morning, have your gym clothes there, ready to go and work out in the morning. You might look down at them going, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. But at least it's there. It's a reminder. It's something that you can do for that sort of thing. Promise to, I had a friend that said, you know what, I'm going to promise myself and commit to get my exercise in before I can ever eat anything. That was something, the rule that she made for herself. So before I can eat, I got to get my workout in. That might be a little thing that you do. I recommend exercising before you get on Facebook or email, because that's somebody else's agenda. You're going to see it. You're going to get sucked in. It's going to take you out of the game. That happens to me from time to time, where I'll go to work out, but something that I read on Facebook or something that somebody emailed me was weighing on me, and I'm thinking about that issue as opposed to my workout. So you want to do that. The other thing is to participate in one of our challenge groups. We run a couple of them during the month. We got a clean eating one, and then we got one that's kind of like the using the 3-day cleanse and then 7 more days of really good healthy eating to maintain those results. And then we've got a fitness challenge where people just fire it up, they go for it, they stick with their program. And they're repeating month after month. This must be why my friend Bobby lost over 100 pounds, why Melissa lost over 80, why Carol lost over 50. It's being part of those challenges and being consistent and going for it. So anyway, that's all I have for this week. Comment to me, message me. I'll help you out. I'll help you formulate a plan to get these things. Let's donate a bunch of clothing that we don't need. Go through our closets, declutter. That's another great way to get rid of stress. And go and help somebody else out. It's great to give to charity. Remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.